Nice day today, December 16th, Friday 2022, and I finally decided to do a big project. This is the beginning. I marked the boundaries already. 16 by 12 feet greenhouse. So now just wanted to document this part before doing any excavation. So it will be facing south side, sunny side, and should be beautiful. Okay, excavator work. Okay, 90 minutes later, some excavation with John Deere tractor, and I try to make this more or less flat place for the greenhouse. So I had to excavate here, and then basically I'll work with a shovel and make it more flat. So these two piles of dirt, but they will go back in the greenhouse later. For now I just removed it because I need flat area to work on. All right, a number of days later, here is the progress so far. These trenches are for the climate battery, right? So there will be pipes, hollow pipes with holes. They will be pumping air from the greenhouse in 3 pipes, and they will be heating a whole bunch of soil above. Actually will be 2 layers, 3 and 3, 6 pipes total, and they will be heating this mass of soil to store the heat, and also they will be used to cool down the greenhouse, and then as well as dehumidify the air. That's the plan at least. So far we have one wall marked, right, 16 feet between. Then we have these 3 trenches for the pipes. Then we have some extra holes for the posts, because on this post I will mount a frame. So the frame will be mounted on the post, solid square frame, and then all the structure will be built on top of that frame. Now this pipe that goes across is for drainage, because there will be some moisture and we want that moisture to drain. So it will be buried in the ground here, and it will go all the way over there across the garden and drain down the slope. Like all water will be naturally draining down below, so we're not gonna have any pools in there. So if any water accumulates in the heating cooling pipes, it will all be drained into this pipe. And I chose like this 3-inch pipe for drainage and 4-inch pipes for heating and cooling. So they will be connected here and also connected to some inlet. It most likely will be here. Some fan will be pumping air, and that outlet will be on the other side. So that's what we want to do, like inlet, outlet, and then get everything working. So that's the plan, and that's the progress. So maybe this is the most time consuming part to dig these trenches, because they're needed, but quite dirty and lots of work. But when it's done, should be faster. Once the foundation is done and the whole battery, climate battery, is operational, that would be great. Just to check and see how it works. But approximately I'm targeting below the lowest pipe to have 4 feet of soil. So it will be 4 feet, then the pipe, and then another pipe after about a feet and a half, another layer, and then everything will be covered with soil all the way up to about 4 feet height, and this whole area will become massive heat storage. Here's the trench on the other side, and the water is flowing this way, and then it's coming out right here. So this is where we're gonna stop it and leave it like that. Maybe I put some rocks, and but the water will be going downhill no matter how strong it is. I think this 3-inch pipe will handle it, so it will go downhill, and whatever accumulation of water will be drained. So now I'm happy. See, it's flowing. I'll just bury this pipe. I put this mesh just to prevent rodents going inside, and then I will put soil on top of it, and that will be enough for now. And I will start working on the heating pipes, for airflow, but the water looks like is working fine. Some stuff is leaking, but that's okay. It's not a problem because most of it will be just flowing downhill. Okay, this is how it looks like. The 6-pipe heating system, earth heating system. So I buried 3 pipes, now 3 more, a little bit higher, maybe 6 inches higher, and they're not buried yet, but ready to be buried. So they will be covered with some gravel and then dirt, and at this point this will be inlet where I will have a blower to blow hot air, and then it will be cooled down and dehumidified and coming out of those 2 pipes. So 6 4-inch pipes here, and these are 6-inch pipes as inlets with the couplers, like this 3-1-6 goes into 3-4, and that should give enough flow based on my calculations. Then it all will be covered with some wood on top of the gravel, rotten wood, and then soil. It will be kind of it will be decomposing, holding moisture in it, and will be given food for the roots. So whatever plants they will grow, they will get some moisture from the decomposing wood. And then the original soil, here's the pile, will go back in here, so it will be quite taller, maybe 1.5 feet taller, and then additional raised beds will be on this layer. So this should give enough heat to this greenhouse. Okay, ready to bury these sections is the soil and gravel. Here's the next step, agriculture type of bed here. So I put this rotten wood that I found on the property, lots of it, and it will hold the moisture and will insulate the soil, so hopefully it will be more breathable as well, because this soil is very has lots of clay. It's a jori clay soil, so it will go on top of it and it will decompose. So this will be approximately the level, and then on top of it will be raised beds, but this is the bottom part that will provide nutrients, insulation and breathability and moisture to the greenhouse. Another step in the greenhouse construction. So I built this posts, set them leveled, and this cross beam will be actually a foundation. So I will provide some more support, but right now just do corners. And this is how it's gonna be locked in place. I have those shells and notches. I want to minimize the use of brackets and screws. So, and this is sloped here. So I will put this beam in those notches and it should lock this whole thing together. And I'll do the whole foundation like that. That's it. Put it in place. Looks like locked nicely here. And this whole beam is also nicely leveled. I just need some more support. I think I put 3 more because I need something to attach the insulation, and that is like one main piece of the foundation made of wood. So it's a wood type of foundation. Nice. 16 feet. Hello everyone. 23rd of December, Christmas holiday. Extremely warm, and I resumed working on the greenhouse. So I want to finish this foundation so that I could clean up all of this mess, all of these piles of dirt, put it back in my climate battery. So I'm building this frame down below. So the frame is to attach metal, so to prevent, like, to get some protection from the outside, from rain and moisture. And then I will stack styrofoam insulation in this frame and then put some extra insulation on top of it. And here I want to build a retaining wall, about 3 feet tall retaining wall that I can backfill with this dirt. And I will have a nice foundation almost completed, and I'll just need to put one more beam at the lower level. So it will have 2 areas. One will be cold, approximately 4 by 16 feet long, and the warm, where I have this climate battery or thermal battery located, that will be 8 by 16 feet area. We will have all of these pipes and everything. And right now I just checked these diagonals to make sure it's all square and leveled, and then I will fix it with something, and we'll be continuing like the start foundation for the retaining wall, and then hopefully we'll disperse this pile, and then I will put another beam here and finish this foundation. End of year, 30th of December 2023, and just wanted to show what I accomplished in this greenhouse in a year. Of course, I wasn't working the whole year, but just when I had time. But this is the progress. Essentially, I'm finishing this climate battery area. I will clean this wood, remove this treated wood, and then put some natural decaying wood at the bottom to provide some nutrients, as well as to control air. And then here I started to build a retaining wall, so it will be 2 more levels up, close to the very top of it. It will be about 3 feet tall brick wall. And the idea here is that this is on the south side. It will get some sun from there, so it will be exposed to the sun and will get warm during daytime, and at night it will release heat. As well as I have these pipes for climate battery that will pump hot air down below, and then it will be released in the greenhouse. Now I insulated the foundation. I used this pink insulation, and I also had this scrap metal that I put on the very top because I didn't want this treated wood to leak in the soil, contaminated. So I put this metal around the perimeter, and it will be in contact with the ground, and the ground will be used to grow things. On the other side, I bought this green metal, and it also goes around all the perimeter, and I put the gravel. I will fill it with the gravel to control moisture, to remove water from here, so for drainage. So the gravel, these pebbles are in between soil and the wall to remove extra moisture. So I have this plenty of bags from the gravel, so it goes all the way around the perimeter, and this is how it looks. So this area will be 8 by 16, and this will be a warm area. Now right here I will move this dirt inside and level this, and it will be cold area. So it will be another about 4.5 or maybe 4 feet by 16 feet right here, and that will be not heated, but still will be okay to put some starters like for tomatoes or whatever is needed. So will be grown right here, so it will be 4 by 16 area. So 2 levels, right? 4 by 16 and 8 by 16. 4 by 16 will be cold, and 8 by 16 will be warm area. So this is the idea. Anyway, that beam will go to the colder area, but otherwise this stuff is pretty solid now. I'm happy with it. Once it's filled with the soil, it will look much nicer. The retaining wall will be complete, nice and clean, and these pipes, they will be used for heating and cooling the greenhouse. It's going slow, but there is some progress, and I hope pretty soon I will be able to move all that dirt back at where it was, right here, and it will be usable, and it will look much cleaner. Okay, that's it. That's the progress, and thank you for watching. I'll keep you updated. Bye bye.